systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is going on, SHIPIT Nation? Happy Monday. It is January 8th. We're back with the NHL Quick Hit for this 4-game slate tonight. Looking like a nice slate tonight. 2 6 totals, 2 6.5 totals. Going to talk through it. Going to talk through my favorite stacks. A couple value plays at each position. Favorite goalies. As always, my final content will be live for SHIPIT Nation subscribers over at SHIPITNation.com. If you are not a member, head over to SHIPITNation.com. Click on Join Now. PGA kicked off last week, and we crushed over here at the Nation. We did launch a PGA-only membership. I'll pop it up on the screen. If you want to get in just for PGA, you see it there on the screen. Head over there, click on Join Now, select that package, but I do highly suggest getting the all-access pass to all of our sports because all of the sports continue to crush over here. It's the NFL playoffs. We got you covered there. NBA is full swing now. We are crushing the NBA streets with the ceiling rankings, our projections, content, core plays, slate plans, everything you need to have success with DFS. And if not, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out a ton. Let's jump right in here tonight, talking some of my favorite stacks. My first favorite stack of the night here is going to be Colorado here. Boston's very leaky on the road. Colorado at home here. I think Colorado lays it on to the Bruins here. Bruins over the last 10 road games or so have been the third worst road defense in the entire league in terms of expected goals against. They allow the fifth most high danger chances in the league. That's a tall task going into Colorado, here to face these Avalanche. Really like the Colorado top line here. McKinnon, Rantanen, and Jonathan Drouin, I really like. And then this second line with Ross Colton, Niskanen, and O'Connor, also very good stack as well. Colorado, my favorite stack of the evening. Really like them a ton here. Jumping to dog here as my second favorite stack. It's going to be these Vancouver Canucks on the road here in New York. Both these teams are basically pretty even. Vancouver coming off a 6-4 win against New Jersey. I really like Vancouver in this spot. Rangers pretty leaky on home ice this far. Plus 120 dog. I think that's a good bet here as well. And I think Vancouver wins this game. Really like this top line with JT Miller, Elias Pettersson, Brock Besser. I love that those three are together. They all correlate on the power play. You can throw in Quinn Hughes as well. It is expensive, but there's some value plays like Marco Rossi, things like that, Ross Colton that you can add on. So I really like Vancouver here. I think they go under-owned in this spot because obviously the Rangers are favored. It is a 6.5 total, but give me Vancouver in this spot. And then my last stack that I'm looking at here is going to be the Dallas Stars here, mainly the power play matchup here for the Stars. I just think it's a pretty good spot overall for Dallas here against Minnesota on the road. But Dallas is the better hockey team, in my opinion, here. I like Jason Robertson, Pavelski, Rupia Hintz, Matt Duchene, and Jamie Benn is going to be that top power play. Like all five of those guys right there. Robertson, 6.7K would be my favorite, but you got some cheaper guys. Rupia Hintz at 6.2 is a fine price point. Pavelski at 6.3 is a good price point. Matt Duchene is sub 6K, right around low fives. And then Jamie Benn, sub 4K, one of the best values, in my opinion, on the slate here. I'll touch on him in a second here. So those are the three stacks that I'm looking at here. In terms of some value plays at each position, let's start with the center position here. Sub 4K centers that you can take a look at in terms of values. First guy I'll bring up is Pius Suter for Vancouver here. Bumped up to that second line now after the line shuffle, skating next to Kuzmenko and Mikheyev. I think Pius Suter is a solid value option. He's averaging over 3 shots on goal per game over the last 5. I like Vancouver in that spot, so Pius Suter, definitely have some interest in him. Looking at some other guys, Marco Rossi, I already talked about him, 3.9K. I like the matchup for him. Centers against Dallas is pretty good. He is at home, top line, top power play, hard to ignore at 3.9K with how he's playing. He's averaging over 3.5 power play minutes per game over the last 5, playing over 18 minutes as well. So sub 4K for him is a great price point there. So I do like Marco Rossi. And then the last value center that I'll bring up here, don't love the matchup for him, but Lars Eller here at Philly. He's been solid. He's averaging over 2.5 shots on goal per game. He's going to play 14 to 16 minutes. So I do think Lars Eller at 3K flat is a fine value play at the center position here. Looking at some value wings on the slate. First value wing here is going to be Trent Frederick, 3.4K. He's playing 15 to 16 minutes. He's averaging over 2 shots on goal per game. Colorado ranks 27th in the league against left wing. So Frederick for Boston, I don't mind him at 3.4K. He's getting power play time as well. So I do think he's a fine value play as well. Another value play from the same squad, Boston. I like Colorado in that spot, but Colorado, I think, can be scored on. Jake DeBrusk, 3.8K, second line, second power play. He's playing 16 to 17 minutes. He's been very, very good. Dating back to 2 days after Christmas, back to the 27th, 17, 15, 14, 8, 16, 14. He has a solid floor. He's averaging over 13 fantasy points per game over the last 5, so I do think he's fine. And then my favorite value play on the entire slate, Jonathan Drouin, 3.7K in this matchup, way too cheap. He's getting power play time. He's averaging over 21 minutes per game, sub 4K, top line, top power play, skating next to McKinnon and Rantanen. And Jonathan Drouin will be a staple in all of my lineups tonight here. Really, really like the spot for him. Jumping into some value D-men on this slate. The first value D-men, Nick Seeler, 3.6K. This is mainly a shot blocker here. Not going to play a ton of minutes here, but Pittsburgh, pretty solid matchup for D-men. So Nick Seeler at 3.6K, I think is a fine value men here. Another value guy, Carson Soucy here for Vancouver, 3.9K. He came back last game off the IR against New Jersey, played 20 minutes. I think he probably gets a little bit more minutes than that. He blocked 4 shots, had a shot in the goal, picked up an assist. 3.9K for him, I think, is a fine play there. So I don't mind a guy like Jake Soucy here. And then the last value D-man I will bring up for you guys is Josh Manson here. 18 to 19 minutes here. I like Colorado a lot. 3.4K. This guy's a second liner here, so I don't mind Josh Manson to round out some value D-men that you can take a look at on this slate. Kevin Shattenkirk also, I think, is a pretty fine value play. 3.4K from Boston, Kevin Shattenkirk. So a couple value D-men for you on this slate. Jumping into my favorite goalies. First favorite goalie, Alexander Georgiev here. 7.8K. He's my favorite goalie. I like Colorado to win this game. He's at home here. Again, Boston's very leaky on the road. Colorado, my favorite stack of the night. So Alexander Georgiev, going to be my favorite goalie. My favorite mid-tier or a little bit cheaper goalie is going to be Alex Ned here for Pittsburgh. 7,700 against Philly. Philly ranks 30th in the league against goalies, which really doesn't matter overall. But Pittsburgh, I think, wins this game in Philly here. So give me Alex Ned here overall at 7.7K. And then my favorite cheap goalie is going to be the contrarian, probably my favorite GPP goalie on the slate, 7.2K. Thatcher Demko here for Vancouver. I like Vancouver to win this game. Again, they're a dog. I have both these teams very, very equal in my rankings here. And give me Vancouver, 7.2K. Thatcher Demko, 7,200. I think he wins. He's my favorite GPP goalie. He's going to see shot volume by the Rangers. Definitely increases. So even if they do lose, I think he can pay off that salary big time. But overall, I think they win. So Thatcher Demko, my favorite goalie for tournaments tonight. That'll do it for this edition of the NHL Quick Hit. Again, if you guys have not already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out a ton. And head over to SHIPITNation.com. Click on Join Now. Get in the Discord. Get in our community. Get our projections, our content, our process, everything you need to have success with DFS. Good luck tonight in your contest. I'm Nadesify. Hope to see those Ship It Nation logos at the top. Let's ship it.